And what a great day to sew something wonderful. I'm Kia with Kia B.
And this is Tech Guy from the Hive.
And welcome to Flosstube. We're so excited to be back with you today. It has been such a long time since we've been here.
Welcome back, friends.
Yes, it has almost been 1 month. We uploaded our last Flosstube on August 19th, and then we uploaded a tutorial not long after that. And we've been MIA since then. Kind of took a little hiatus unintentionally. But within our homeschool community and our church community, there's just been like this fall flu kind of going around. And with as much as our little guy has had going on, his immune system is kind of weak. And so he got it. And he was in the first of our family to get it. So that was about 3 weeks ago. He was in the hospital for 2 days. So I don't leave him when he's in the hospital. Like, I do not leave his side. And so that's really hard on our family. And then right after that, he got sick, terribly sick with like a really bad sinus infection and stuff like that. And then I've had my leg stuff going on, which we'll kind of talk about here in just a little while. And then our middle child got sick this week. And so we have just been like from one sickness to the next sickness to the next sickness. And so, it has been a few weeks. So it was very good for us though. I felt like while not a ton of stitching got done, not a ton of crafting or quilting got done, it was really good for me just to like recharge and kind of just think about
reflect
what we're doing, where we're going, doing all the fun things as we head into a very, very busy season.
Yes.
So a couple of things you're going to hear in the background. One is a surprise that we have for you later. And the other one is autofocusing. Mm-hmm. The other one is a dishwasher and our kids. So all of those things are happening in the background. I'm not going to apologize for them. I mean, we're a family and those things happen. And so
the autofocusing.
The autofocusing, yes, I do apologize about that.
That is probably us.
Yes.
We're trying a couple things out, so
yes.
Bear with us.
So just bear with us as we continue to try and figure this whole camera thing out.
Yes.
So I hope that didn't sound rude. It's not that I'm not going to apologize for them. It's just that's our life. That's what we do as a family, and our kids are playing right now. So
could be much worse.
Yes, it could. So, okay, so let's talk about some things. We wrapped up in August. We wrapped up Common Threaded Stitcher.
Yes.
And whoa, hold on to your
socks.
Whatever. That was such a ride. So we had just over 10,000 posts when
counting.
we ended the month. And yes, and counting, which we'll discuss here in just a minute. But we had over 10,000 posts for Common Threaded Stitcher, and I lost track completely of how many people that was. But I was just, my heart was so full. So full on that last day. So many people reaching out and just saying how much fun they had. And they just were, so glad to be a part of something so great. And so if you participated in that, thank you so much. You guys really made that so much more of an experience than I could have ever imagined. I think that both of us could have ever imagined.
I lost track on some things, and her and I, when we kind of debriefed, I'm like, I got lost in that. So we had a great launch team and just phenomenal people, and just super grateful that y'all participated in it. And if you weren't participating in it, we'll probably have something later on this year that just kind of put yourself out there and just kind of join the fun. Yes.
So we have been hinting a little bit that we are going to do something later on, and we are so excited that in the month of November, it's probably not going to be an everyday post, but we're going to have themes for the week that is Thankful November. And so we'll be posting more about that in the coming weeks. But if you missed out on the Common Threaded Stitcher, you can always go to Instagram and search the hashtag Common Threaded Stitcher. and you can see everything that was posted. There are even people who have decided to go into September and keep posting who didn't maybe get to do it in August. And I think that is so fun.
Phenomenal.
Yes. And so I'm still getting notifications every day that people are posting, and that's awesome. That's what we wanted. We wanted this community to just see where these commonalities are and where these threads intertwine. And my mind was completely blown. I think Pam even found a relative through this. And so, like, that boggles my mind.
Yeah, it makes something, makes us closer. Even though we're not geographically close together, we can have something in common, like you were saying.
Yes.
And something that, it's just amazing. I don't know how to put in words, but.
My goal is, as we are traveling next year and going to different events and doing different things in the quilting and cross-stitch world, that we meet people that we met online through this common threaded stitcher. And my dream would just be to, like, meet these people in person and be like, oh my goodness, let me, like, love you for a moment. And thank you for, like, being a part of this.
Yes.
So we're really, really excited. Yes. I cannot wait until, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong in this, but I think everyone in the Common Threaded Stitcher team is signed up to go to StitchCon 2020. And, like, I want to give them the biggest hug in person ever because they were phenomenal through the whole thing. And I just can't wait to reunite with them and reunite with, everybody through all of next year. So
right.
It's been really exciting.
It's just an experience that we didn't think it would grow like this.
Yeah.
It was that we were just
grew way faster than I thought it would. Yeah. So 10,000 posts on Instagram in a month is a huge deal. Yeah, I feel like that's a really, really
phenomenal
big deal.
milestone, and we could have done it with that launch team.
Yeah.
And you. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So, let us know in the comments down below if you participated and what your favorite thing in that time was.
Yes.
Okay, so the next thing that we want to talk about, and again, we're sorry for the autofocus. I know it's going in and out. We're working on it. Yes. So the next thing we want to talk about is our Stitch Along. We are so very excited about this. Mm-hmm. So if you have seen that Country Cottage Needleworks is releasing a new pattern series called Snow Village, we are elated about it. I'm sure that you all have heard me talk about our Christmas village, and I am so very excited about this. I'm just so excited about it. The patterns and kits start shipping this week, and so if you have not gotten yours yet, we're going to put all the information down below of the contact information for Stephanie or Lenny or Barbara at Keepsakes that you can call and just say, I want to stitch along with Kia and the Snow Village Sal. And so they can get everything shipped to you, and then it'll be an auto ship. So every month after that, you'll get the pattern and the fabric, and you'll already have the thread from the first month. We're so very excited about it. Let us know if you are stitching along with me. Let me know in the comments down below so that I can make sure to keep up with you and we can kind of create this relationship around this really fun stitch along. I love when we're not just doing a humongous stitch along with tons and tons of people, and we get to do something that is small and smaller, and we get to connect and create relationships through this commonality of a certain thing that we love to stitch. And this is going to be my thing that I am going to love stitching. So if you've not heard, my dad and I are crazy about our Christmas village. It takes up an entire room in my home. We have over 70 pieces, over 100 accessories. We have 16 days until we start setting that up, which I know is crazy. We are starting about a month early this year because we want to make sure that we have plenty of time to get it all set up and going. That way Tech Guy can film a really awesome video for you guys, kind of showing you around our Christmas village.
It's, when they say 70 pieces in a room, you're like, okay, cool. Until you see it, and it's so big, it has its own zip code.
It's awesome.
It's pretty immaculate, and it's mostly from everything from the same manufacturer.
Yes.
It is a family thing, spearheaded by her dad and Kia. It's like a year-round thing. Like, there isn't a week or a day that we just don't talk about the Christmas village.
Oh, it's so awesome.
It's pretty cool.
I'm so excited about it.
Wrapping or going towards this one day that they built it all together. It's pretty phenomenal.
Yeah. So starting October 1st, we'll do it for about a day, a week. We'll work on it a couple of hours. It'll take us about a month to get it all set up. And then that way, Tech Guy, in November, we're thinking Thanksgiving weekend, we might be able to release a really fun Christmas video to kind of get you in the spirit as you're maybe putting up all of your Christmas decor.
While y'all are enjoying it, I'll be in the holiday season, so
wah wah.
It's all good.
So so Snow Village is so cute, and if you have not seen their teasers, head over to either their website, their Instagram, and it's been all over Flosstube, and everybody's really, really excited about it. Yes. So if you're stitching along with us, make sure and let me know down below. I know that a couple of people are stitching along who have already pre-ordered their kits from another shop, and that's great. You don't have to purchase it from Keepsakes to stitch along with us. Just use the hashtag KiaBSnowVillageSal, S-A-L, and we'll just kind of head over there and look at all the fun stitching. I'm so excited.
I can't wait to see the pictures.
I can't wait to see next year how everyone finishes them.
Ooh.
I know. It's going to be awesome.
Yes.
It's going to be awesome. Okay, the next thing, we have a huge announcement. Huge.
I mean, all of these are pretty huge.
Yes. And we teased this last month, and we had a sweet commenter that was like, please give us more details so I can arrange some travel plans.
That's huge.
Yes.
Okay.
So, we are going to Keepsakes. And you think, well, Kia, you literally just went to Keepsakes like a month ago. Why is that such a big deal? Because Keepsakes is hosting us for 2 full days of stitching with our subscribers.
Y'all don't know what you're in for.
Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Like, I'm grinning from ear to ear. I cannot even believe it. I'm so excited. Some of y'all may not even know this. At the house at Keepsakes, there's a house next door that's a quilt shop. Like, that's pretty cool,
that's a
right?
Twofer.
So, I mean, it's definitely a twofer. Yes. So, October 25th and October 26th, the two of us are going to be there from open to close at Keepsakes to stitch with you guys.
Shutting it down.
We want you to come. We want to meet you. We want to have lunch with you. We want to stitch with you for 2 full days. It's going to be phenomenal. So mark down your calendars, October 25th and October 26th. We are going to be there, and we want to meet you and see you as well.
So clarify, if you can't make it for the 2 days, it's not like a all in or nothing.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, don't feel like you have to come for 2 days. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like that. Don't feel like you have to come for 2 days. If you can come for an hour at a time,
awesome.
Great. Like, there are people in Cincinnati that I'm hoping are coming just so I can see their face because I haven't seen them since StitchCon.
Right.
And so, don't feel like you have to come for the whole 2 days. You can literally just come for the amount of time that you can make it.
Yeah. Make it on your own schedule. If you can work around it, awesome. If you can't, don't worry about it. It's no big pressure. Like, we'll be hopping around there multiple different times, but this is like the meet and greet and stitch along and things like that. So if you can only come in if you're around the Cincinnati area and you're popping in for a lunch break and do a couple selfies, that's fine. That's cool. Whatever, you know.
We're so excited.
I'll put a couple stitches in. That's fine.
And I really feel like, oh my goodness, like, we're gonna go through all of this and like, who are we that people want to come and stitch with us? But more, I'm doing it selfishly because I'm like hoping to meet a lot of you guys and like just stitch, honestly. Like, we're not coming with the kids, and so it's 2 free days of just like non-kid stitching, which is so exciting to me, and get to hang out with everybody at Keepsakes, which is awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's a really big announcement. So October 25th and October 26th, mark your calendars. We will be there stitching all of those 2 days.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Absolutely.
Okay, do you want to actually talk about stitching?
I mean, that's what we're here for.
Yes. So, like I said earlier in our video, not a lot of quilting has been done. Not a lot of stitching. Very little crafting otherwise. We have an old theater here in a town that's right next to us. And we went there on Friday for the annual showing of Hocus Pocus to kind of start the fall season.
Yes.
And so I made a couple of Hocus Pocus t-shirts for my mom and I. And we took the kids and they have t-shirts as well. And that is like the only, out of stitching and quilting, that is the only tiny craft thing that has been done in the last 3 weeks. And I'll show you not a ton of stitching has been done in the last 3 weeks. And yes, that's absolutely okay. So, do you
You go first, ladies first.
Okay, so my first thing, I was not going to show you all, but I actually have stitched quite a bit on these things, and once you see it, you'll kind of understand. So I'm working on something for the launch team of Common Threaded Stitcher. I would love to get this out to them. My goal is by the end of the year. I saw this, we were given this at StitchCon, and I did not even realize it until halfway through Common Threaded Stitcher that we were given this pattern at StitchCon because somebody is smarter than I am. So this is this adorable little pattern called Stitched Together by a Common Thread. So I'm going to hide my face, and if you'll kind of scoot a little bit, maybe it'll focus. So this is Stitched Together by a Common Thread. And it was just a pattern that we were given at StitchCon, and so incredibly cute. And so I've been stitching on these you can come back in now.
Hi.
I have been stitching on these quite a bit. I've got 4 done out of the 7 I needed. And so these have been really, really fun, and I think I have this pattern memorized now completely. So I've gotten 4 of those done. They're very, very small. But it's taken me a couple hours to do each one.
Because, so, life happens, and we're things get pushed around. So,
and we're in full swing of homeschool again, and
new curriculum, more curriculum.
Whew, yes,
a lot.
Yes, absolutely. The next thing I've been stitching, which I did not say this, while we were gone, right after our last Flosstube posted, that week we were able to go to the wine festival. And I woke up one morning, and he was like, hey, why don't you go to Keepsakes today? And so I got to go to a Friday Stitch Day and hang out with Stephanie and a bunch of the other ladies at Keepsakes. Barbara was there, Lenny was there. I mean, it was a ton of fun. I got to hang out with Melissa, the cupcake stitcher, and I haven't seen her since StitchCon, and I didn't even know she was going to be there, and I was so excited when she walked in. So I got to go and hang out with them and stitch for the day, and it was really, really awesome. So I worked just a little bit on my linen stitching, which I told y'all I'm so excited about. So this is Spring Celebrations, and let me see. There we go. This is Spring Celebrations. No, it is Seasonal Celebrations Spring by Country Cottage Needleworks. And I'm just working on my words right now. And so I did
It looks gorgeous.
Oh, I'm just so excited about it. Like, I love this fabric called Lemonade. I just love everything about it.
This whole linen fabric is very monumentous, right? Can I say that?
Momentous.
Momentous.
There you go.
Thank you. Kia learned how to stitch on linen on this piece.
Yes.
So...
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I got to go to Keepsakes and have fun for the day and stitch, and I actually picked up a skein of floss. And that was it. I didn't buy anything that day, which is insane for me.
Yes.
So, yeah, I got a little bit of stitching done on that.
Awesome.
What about your stitching?
Oh, my stitching. I'm on the Emerald City Alforce.
He's actually been doing quite a bit of stitching.
So this is where I'm at.
Look at that.
So I'm at a stopping point right now.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I misplaced floss. Have you misplaced floss? I misplaced floss, and it's like the colors of the Emerald City.
Yeah.
So the next 2 pieces is literally the city of 3 colors. I've got 1, 2 more, so we've got to order some more. I think we need to make a phone call and try to match up some colors. But this is a Christmas gift for my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
I know she'll definitely love it. Put a lot of hours into this. I didn't track hours. I'm just not that guy. But I definitely am ready for the Emerald City part.
It's just so cute, and he's done like such a... Here, hide your face so it focuses. He's done such a good job on this, and like this brick road, like, are y'all seeing that variegation? Because my goodness, like, let me see if I can bring that up a little closer. My goodness, the variegation on that road is phenomenal. And that is 1 color of floss.
That's the Golden Star.
Oh, I love it so much.
So that's what I've been working on. I have not worked on any other whips. Those are pretty much placed on the back burner because there's other projects that are coming through the pipeline.
Yeah.
So that's what we've gone stitching so far.
Yeah.
You want to go through a little bit of a little haul?
Yeah.
A little haul.
So we signed up for Under the Sea Fabrics Fabric of the Month, and I'm really excited about it. We had signed up for it back in August when it was open for, was it July or August? I'm sorry, there's lots of wrestling. Was it July? I don't know. It was either July or August, and we signed up for it, and we were so excited that it has started to come.
We were trying to get on the list right after StitchCon because we saw some amazing dyes on here, and we came across more dyes at Keepsakes, and you're like, we look at each other like we got to start on it, like we got to be on this list. If you haven't checked it out, I'll put the description down below and the website. But it is a phenomenal. Leslie is an amazing
artist. Yes, she's really, really awesome. So this is, like I said, this is Under the Sea Fabrics, and we order 32 count Lugana, and it is an 18 by 26 piece. So if you will hold that, look how pretty that is. I mean, it is very, very purple. And this is called Hera. And here, pull it this way a little bit. Thanks. So this is, I mean, so pretty, and I don't know what I'm going to stitch on it, but
we're going to have it.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It is absolutely beautiful. She does a great job.
Wonderful person.
So, and I love it. I love it because she also attaches this great little card so you know exactly what this is and where it came from. And so I just love that. So I'm not going to wrestle a bunch to get that back in there.
Sure.
So, yeah. Okay. For our next haul, we need to push pause for just a second, and we will be right back for a huge surprise. Oh my goodness. This was a huge surprise to our family, to our boys.
To me.
It was not a huge surprise to you. Are you guys ready? Look! Ah! So, I have to preface this by saying I'm not a cat person.
I'm not either.
At all, actually. But our middle son has
a love
for all animals and has been asking for a cat for a very, very long time. And we knew that we didn't want to, we knew we wanted to adopt, right? And so I found this awesome foster family that we are friends with in years past. And she had these 2 little kittens. She actually had 3 kittens and a mommy who were found in a dumpster. And so she fostered them and brought them to health. When she found them, they were less than a pound. So they were really probably just born. When we got them 3 weeks ago, they were just over 2 pounds, like right at 2 pounds, because they had both just had their little surgeries. And now we have them. This one is a girl, and her name is Mittens, and it's because she is a polydactyl cat. So she has thumbs on both of her front paws.
Yes.
And she is the sweetest. We knew immediately that we wanted to name her Mittens. She's done. That we wanted to name her Mittens, and oh my goodness. She has definitely taken to our middle son.
Yes. For
sure. Like, for the first, I would say, I'm not even sure that it still happens. I don't think their paws touch the ground very much. Our kids carry them around like they are babies. I am not even joking. They are cuddled. Come here. They are snuggled like babies. They are treated like babies. They love to lay on their backs. I mean, it is crazy. And so, nope, she doesn't want to be on here.
It's okay.
So, anyway, and then we have Mr., which his name is Mustache, and it's because he has the cutest little face.
Like Charlie Chapman's mustache.
Yes, like little Charlie Chapman nose right there.
Yep.
And he is a snuggler. He loves to sleep. That's basically all he does. He will get little tiny bursts of energy. And so that's what you've heard in the background of our video is them just running around the studio. So that has been a huge adjustment in our family as well, from going not cat people to just loving these 2 little kittens. And gosh, they've been so fun.
They are probably the best stitching buddy
Yes.
It's non-human.
Yes. Yes. And they love to, when our boys go to bed, they take each of their cats to bed and they snuggle with them, and the cats love it.
Done deal. I mean, they may
goodness.
jump out and they'll come back in later on that night. So
yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
So that's been super fun. So we want to show you that as part of our haul, that we got to adopt those sweet little kittens.
Awesome.
So definitely changing my perspective on cats for sure. So
mail call.
Okay, our mail call. Yes, we're so very excited about this.
Yep. Very, very excited.
So I got an email a few weeks ago from a sweet lady who her name is completely escaping me right now, and I'm so sorry about that. Who asked if I would be interested in a Sue Hillis kit from the 90s. And I was like, yes. And she's like, well, it's Halloween, and I know you said you don't typically do Halloween. But we don't do the spooky stuff of Halloween. We more like the pumpkins and the candy corn and kind of more the fall side of Halloween. And you guys, she sent it to me. I mean, are you dead? Look at that. Let me scoot it a little closer here. Can you... Yep, there we go. Look how cute that is. I love the Happy Halloween. I love the candy corn at the top. It's so incredibly cute. It came with this frame so that she could frame it. It is from 1990 Sue Hillis Designs. When she was in Petersburg. And so it's got the mat with it. It's got two mats, an orange and a black. It's got the pattern, the chart on the back. And then it came with these called for colors. And this lady left a sweet little note in here that says this DMC is probably 29 years old because she bought it when she bought the kit. And so it's got all its DMC right in there. And I'm so excited. So I just need to pick a cloth for it. And I will probably do a black cloth. I have a lot of chalkboard black. And so I will probably do some chalkboard black and stitch this up. I texted Sue about it. And she just couldn't even believe it. She's like, that's the cutest. I'm so excited that you have that and that you can stitch it.
Yep.
Because we have a very special place in our heart for Sue and just love her.
Yes, we do.
And so yeah, that was super fun. I was really excited, like super excited to get that in the mail.
It's definitely on the list on the things to stitch.
Yes, it is in my stitch sooner rather than later. Isn't that what Pam calls it? Okay, the other thing I wanted to show you is this really awesome thing. So part of the Common Threaded Stitcher, one day you were to post a picture of what you call your unicorn chart. And what that means is a chart that you just most desire to stitch. And some people had a really hard time with this. I didn't know that I really had a unicorn chart. I have some charts that I would really, really want. But up until I started seeing the post, there weren't any ones that like screams at me like I have to stitch this, and a unicorn is like almost intangible. Like it's almost like you can't get it because it's out of print, or I mean it's a unicorn, right? So like that by definition that's what it is. And so I had posted some really fun charts that I was really looking for, and then I saw a post that rocked my brain to the core, and I was like, this is a unicorn chart. You cannot buy it. You cannot find it anywhere unless someone is sweet enough to give you the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts magazine from
1994.
September, October 1994. Look at this magazine. It's awesome. I'm so excited about it.
We're a bit young at that age.
Guys, this pattern. It is called Christmas House. And when I saw it and my love of Christmas, like I am obsessed with Christmas villages. Like it's just my thing. I don't know why. I have since I was a little kid. When I saw this, like I knew that I had to stitch this. Look at that, guys. Oh, are you seeing that? If you can't see it up close, please head over to my Instagram and check it out. I did post a picture of it because I was just like dumbfounded. I copy and pasted. Oh my goodness. So this is an incredibly, what's the word for it? Intimidating chart, because it is a two-layer chart. So you stitch a piece and then you stitch a piece separately, and then you somehow put them together and it makes like a window. I don't know how to do it. I've never done something like that before. it is a huge piece that, yes, is very, very intimidating to me. It is not all cross stitch. It's not all X's. Some of it is a lot of different stitches. And so, if you have, we've got so many. Satin stitches, half cross stitches, queen stitches, rice stitch, Algerian eyelet, four-sided back stitch, twill stitch, long arm cross. I mean, people, this chart's never gonna happen, but I want to so bad because it's just so beautiful. So thank you to Jennifer who sent this to me. I am so excited. She had got this in an estate sale or something similar, and she was like, I'll send it to you if I can pull it out. And I am just so thankful just to even look at this stitch or in this pattern and just kind of like take a look at it has been awesome. Like it's been, it's just so awesome. So if you have any suggestions, or if you have stitched something like this that is just so intimidating you don't even want to start it, I would love to know your tips and tricks. So please tell me in the comments down below.
You have it. Now it's hard to stitch and hard to start.
Yes.
So, not hard to stitch, but hard to start.
Yes, absolutely. So that is that.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. I really appreciate that. Okay, the next thing is just something very small from Jan at Keepsakes. She's their Keepsakes resident finisher, non-official. So I was, if you guys remember in one of my Mania starts, there was, now I can't remember the name of it, but it's a pattern that calls for a DMC that no longer exists. And it is number 728. I had been to like 3 different Joann's. I had been to my local quilt store who has all the DMC. I've looked everywhere and I could not find this one DMC. And I was at Keepsakes that day, and Jan's like, oh, I think I actually might have that at home. And so she sent that to me, and I just thank you so much, Jan. That was so awesome.
And thoughtful.
Yeah, and so thoughtful. So she sent me a cute little note and that really fun pattern. So that's all of our haul. Not a ton of haul this week either, just because, or not a lot of haul this week because, like I said, not a ton of stitching. Lots of mail call that has been super duper fun. We're loving every minute of it.
Yes.
Yes. So, okay, so plans for this next week. Let's talk about that. We are very chatty today, and I feel like it's just because we missed y'all and we haven't seen you. So plans for this next week. We have some explaining to do, Lucy. So we are going to be doing a lot of stitching coming up. And I'm really sorry to say that we can't show you any of it. But I'm not sorry enough to say that we're not going to do it. Because we are. So we are doing some model stitching for a very good friend of ours who is coming out with an amazing pattern that you all are going to go bananas over. And she, for some reason, asked us to do the model stitching. Actually asked this amazing guy to do the model stitching, and he was like, hey, but can my wife help too? And she, I'm sure, reluctantly said yes.
There is no tech guy without Kia B. So, I mean, that's just how it goes, and this is how we roll with it, and we're just going to dive right into it. Intimidating is not a strong word that I can feel right now, but I am super humbled to be part of this next journey.
Yeah.
That we're
so while we're
into.
going to try and keep up with our normal stitching, we've got this model stitching that I really want to get done and back to her as she releases different parts of the pattern that she's finishing.
Yes.
And so while we may not have a ton to show you of our stitching in the next coming weeks, y'all know why. It's just because we're working really hard on some model stitching. And in time, you will see them and it will be beautiful. And you will love it because she is such a talented person.
Yes.
So yes. The next one are coming up this week. We have a lot going on this week. You are going to see this video come out. This is a Llama Embroidery Kit. This is from Usborne Books and More. And I've got a video coming out this week of just kind of my review of this product. It is, it's really actually awesome, and I think you guys might really like it for some Christmas presents of granddaughters, grandsons, nieces, I almost said aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews, sons, daughters, whatever. It is kind of a starter kit, and so I did this. This is one I'm going to be giving away in a video later this week, but I did this pattern, and I'm going to show that to you guys, and so that video will be coming out later this week with information on how you can purchase this. and it's awesome. So, I mean, if you already know that you want to purchase it, we'll go ahead and throw the links down below in this description box so that you can head on over there and take a look at it more closely in anticipation for that video to come out. The next thing, we've got lots of unboxing videos because we have been so sick. We just have not pulled out this camera at all. And basically because Tech Guy has been so sick, like I don't want to ask him to edit a bunch of videos. And so, so we've got several unboxings coming out for you this week. We've got 2 from Creative Notions, 1 from Quilty Box. Those are all going to drop this week. So just know that they are older boxes from the last month that we weren't able to upload.
Yes.
So those will be coming to you this week, and you can see all those sewing goodness.
Absolutely.
Yes. Let's see. I know there's something I'm forgetting. What is it? Oh, okay. So we will have our normal floss tube next week, and then we're going to play it by ear. And here's why. I am having several procedures done on both of my legs that will take about 5 weeks to complete. I think I'll be fine. I think that first, I think I'm going to get a ton of stitching time in because I'm not going to be able to walk around a ton. But the other thing is I just want to make sure that we just kind of set the precedent that yes, we are trying our darndest to film, but they may not come out on Mondays specifically. So just kind of give us some grace as we go through the month of the end of September and really through October as we're just getting our bearings and kind of dealing with that. And then it's, like I said, a very, very busy season after that. And so, so yeah, we are fully expecting to be able to film and everything like that.
Full recovery, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, like it's nothing, it's fine. It's just going to take about 5 weeks for all the procedures to happen. And then, like I said, they just might not come out on Mondays. So please give us some grace in that.
Yes.
So yeah. All right. Whew. Well, thank you guys so much for sticking with us in the hive today. We know this is a long one. We know it was a lot of chatting and less stitching, and we apologize for that. But yeah, we're really, really excited. Oh my gosh, we didn't even talk about the Quilt Guild.
Oh my
How did we even forget that? So, not this past Thursday, but the Thursday before that, we were invited to speak at a Quilt Guild. This is something that was set up about 2 months ago. And we went to dinner with the president first. I never actually asked what her title is in the Quilt Guild. But she's the one who arranges all the speakers and things like that. And so we went... Suzanne. And so we went to dinner with Suzanne, and she's just such a lovely, lovely person. So we went to dinner with her and got to chat. And then we went to the Quilt Guild and spoke for about an hour about YouTube and what that means and really what it does for our family and kind of how we day to day on YouTube. And so that was really, really fun and exciting. So I just want to say thank you so much to those ladies who I know are watching, and just thank you so much for having us. And that was such a fun and phenomenal time. Yeah, it was just, it was a lot of fun.
It was fabulous. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was. So such an experience.
Yes.
That I feel like I am no expert whatsoever, and these ladies these ladies who have been quilting some for longer than I've been alive, like they wanted to learn and wanted to like glean something from my knowledge. So that was very awesome. Like heartwarming, eye-opening, and I just could not even believe it. Yes. So
thank you, ladies.
Yes. All right. So thank you so much for joining us in the hive today. We hope that you guys have a great week. You will see a lot coming from us this week, and we're very, very excited about it. Thank you so much, and y'all have a great week.
Bye.